Today, Prempeh College will be contesting. It promises to be a cracker contest. You have to be watching the Joe News channel. Mfantsipim School is also contesting as well. Let's take you there live for the contest as it has begun.
Matrix. So I'll give you the elements. I hope that's okay. All right, so find the matrix product. Okay. Mfantsipim School. The 3x2 matrix with elements 2, -1, 1, 0, 0, 2. Multiplying the 2x3 matrix with elements 1, -1, 2, 2, 0, 1. Is that hand up, Isaac?
Yes,
go ahead.
Okay, so we have a 3x3 matrix with entries 0, -2, 3, 1, -1, 2, 4, 0, 2.
You're right. Prempeh College. Your 3x2 matrix has elements 2, -1, 0, 2, 1, 1. And the 2x3 matrix has elements 1, -2, 1, 2, 1, 0. Yes, Malik.
Okay, so it's a 3x3 matrix with entries 0, -5, 2, 4, 2, 0, 3, -1, and 1.
Yes. With the same preamble, Swedru, your 3x2 matrix has elements 1, -2, -1, 1, 2, 0. And the 2x3 matrix has elements 2, 1, 0, -1, 0, 1. Eric?
4, 1, -2, -3, -1, 1. And 4, 2, 0.
You are right. I'm happy to get such answers. Some years ago, similar question, contestants told us it's impossible. These days, contestants are very, very amazing, are they not? Please clap for them. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble to all schools. The name of the compound given is incorrect. please give the systematic name. Did you get your preamble? Yes. All right. So, your compound, Mfantsipim School, 2,3-diethyl 4-methylpentane. David?
Okay, so the compound is 3-ethyl 2,4-dimethylhexane.
You are right. Prempeh College, with the same preamble. Two bromo, 2-methyl 4-ethyl pentane. Is your hand up? Yes, Malik.
So it's 2 bromo, 2 bromo, 2,4-dimethylhexane.
Yes. With the same preamble, Swedru, 4-methyl, 2-ethyl, 3-methylhexane. Nema?
It is 3, 4, 5. Trimethylheptane.
You are right. All right. For this next set, it's one of those questions which is common to all of you. I come around and I collect right answers to the same question. I hope that's all right. So when I get to you, give me a different answer from what has already been given. Okay, so this is the question. Mention one, please, only one of the 5 classical signs of inflammation in the human body. First choice, Mfantsipim School. Yes, David?
Okay, so there is swelling on the part that is inflamed.
Yes. Prempeh College. Yes, Malik?
So there's itchiness or pain in the inflamed area.
2. Swedru. Yes, Eric?
The area become reddened or it become reddish in color.
Okay. Okay, so let me explain to you why I gave you 2 out of 3. I asked you for 1. So you're telling me itchiness and something else. You've already violated my request. So yes, pain, and there's nothing like itchiness. There are 5 of them. Think about, you see, have you had the situation where, let's say, you're using a hammer and you hit your inflammation will take place immediately. Now, what are the signs of that? That's what this is about. There are 5 of them. First one, heat. Get hot. Heat. None of you mentioned that one. Pain. That one is, yes, right? So pain, that's the one you said and added other things. Then there's redness. Yes, it gets red. And then, of course, there's swelling. And the last one is the loss of function, right? When I was in school many years ago, they told us the Latin versions. Calor, heat. Tumor, swelling. Dolor, pain. And rubor, redness. All right. Next set. I think you can do this one in 10 seconds. And I have a short preamble to all schools. Preamble. Briefly describe the logic function realized by the given circuit. So when I get to you, I'll give you a circuit. Please briefly describe the logic function. Mfantsipim School. The source of an NMOS transistor is grounded, and its drain is connected in series with a resistor whose other terminal is connected to the positive power rail. The input terminal is the gate of the transistor, and the output terminal is its drain. David?
So this is an XOR logic function.
That's incorrect. Bonus. Okay, I'll hold on to the answer. Prempeh College, with the same preamble. The source of an NMOS transistor is grounded, and its drain is connected in series with the drain of a PMOS transistor, whose source is connected to the positive power rail. The PMOS and NMOS gates are joined to form the input terminal, and the output terminal is the NMOS drain. Malik?
It's a NAND logic function. A NAND logic function.
That's incorrect for bonus. All right, I'll come back to you. Swedru. The source of an NMOS transistor is grounded, and its drain is connected in series with the source of an NMOS transistor, whose drain is connected to the positive power rail through a series resistor. The NMOS gates are input terminals, and the output terminal is the drain resistor connection point. Eric?
The OR logic function.
That's incorrect for bonus. Okay, so yours, Mfantsipim School, that is a NOT. N-O-T, NOT. Similarly, Prempeh College, yours was also a NOT. And then Swedru, yours was a NAND. NAND. All right, next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Consider mappings from a set A into a set B. Find the number of possible different mappings from A into B, given, one more time, okay. Consider mappings from a set A into a set B. Find the number of possible different mappings from A into B, given, all right. So in Mfantsipim School, A has 4 elements and B has 3 elements. Isaac?
So there are 81 ways.
Yes. With the same preamble, Prempeh College. A has 3 elements and B has 4 elements. Yes, Jeffrey?
64.
Yes. Swedru with the same preamble. A has 5 elements and B has 2 elements. Yes, Nema?
32 ways.
Yes. Next set 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. The reaction of ammonia with oxygen to form nitrogen monoxide and water is a crucial step in the Oswald process. The equation for this reaction is as follows. 4 NH3 gas plus 5 O2 gas going to 4 NO gas plus 6 H2O liquid. That is the preamble. Did you get everything? One more time. The reaction of ammonia with oxygen to form nitrogen monoxide and water is a crucial step in the Oswald process. The equation for this reaction is as follows. 4 NH3 gas plus 5O2 gas going to 4NO gas plus 6H2OL. All right, so now, in Mfantsipim School, if 1.36 gram of ammonia react completely with oxygen, what volume of nitrogen monoxide will be produced at standard temperature and pressure? Yes, Isaac.
So we have 1.79 decimeter cubed.
You are right. Prempeh College, with the same preamble. Calculate the percentage yield if 16.2 grams of NO is produced from 10.2 grams of NH3 and excess oxygen. Jeffrey?
The percentage is 90.0%.
Yes. Swedru with the same preamble. If 6.80 grams of ammonia reacts with 8.00 grams of oxygen, calculate the theoretical yield of nitrogen monoxide in grams. Nema?
It is 1.12 by 10 exponent 1 grams.
That's incorrect. Yes, Jeffrey?
6.00 grams.
Yes. Next set 10 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Indicate the specific site of production and the function of the given hormones that affect osmoregulation. So when I get to you, I will give you a hormone that affects osmoregulation. You are to indicate the specific site of production and the function of the hormone. All right. So in Mfantsipim School, renin.
So the renin is produced in the kidney, and then its function is that it forms the renin angiotensin aldosterone system. That in this system, it forms the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system in order to increase the rate of absorption of water in the kidney tubules. That's in the nephron. So what it does is that it initiates a reaction. It initiates a metabolic process which involves the angiotensin and the aldosterone in order to increase the permeability of the nephrons, of the kidney nephrons, in order to absorb water.
1. Prempeh College with the same preamble. Aldosterone. Yes, Malik?
So, aldosterone is produced in the glomerular zone of the adrenal gland. And the function of aldosterone is it's responsible for sodium ion reabsorption in the kidney tubules.
2. Swedru with the same preamble, antidiuretic hormone. Yes, Eric?
It is produced by the pituitary gland, and it regulates the amount of water absorption in the kidney tubules.
1. Okay, so let me explain my mark allocation. Renin, remember I said the specific site. So if you tell me kidney, you haven't said much, right? That's what you said. You said kidney. It's actually the kidney nephron, okay? And then what it does, it increases blood pressure. All that description, all the things you're going on, what's the end result of it? To increase blood pressure. Okay, so I gave you 1 because at least you mentioned some of these things. All right, for you, I gave you 2, right? Okay, the site is actually the adrenal cortex. The adrenal cortex. It prevents loss of sodium and water. You didn't mention the water, you talked about the sodium, right? So that's why I couldn't give you the full mark. And then, Swedru, antidiuretic hormone is produced in the hypothalamus. And what it does is it prevents water loss. You were talking about water in general, regulation of water, and that's why I gave you the 1 point. All right. Next set, 30 seconds with a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Find the electric field generated at the origin by the given charge configuration. Again, find the electric field generated at the origin by the given charge configuration. Mfantsipim School, a 4.0 nanocoulomb charge particle at 2.0 I meter. Yes, David?
9.0 volts per meter.
That's incorrect. Yes, Jeffrey?
The electric field equals negative 9.0 I volts per meter.
Okay. With the same preamble, your major question. A negative 4.0 nanocoulomb charge particle at negative 2.0 I meter. Jeffrey?
So the electric field is equal to negative 9.0 I volts per meter.
Yes. Swedru with the same preamble. A 4.0 nanocoulomb charge particle at negative 1.0 I meter. Yes, Nema?
Positive 36 volts per meter.
That's incorrect.
I volts per meter.
Okay. Last set of questions for the round. 30 seconds. With a preamble to all schools. Preamble. Express the given number as a difference of two squares of natural numbers. Did you get the preamble? Great. Okay, so in Mfantsipim School, 111. Yes, David?
56 squared minus 55 squared.
You're right. With the same preamble. 115. Malik?
58 squared minus 57 squared.
Yes. Last question of the round with the same preamble, Swedru. 93. Yes, Eric.
46 squared minus 45 squared.
That's incorrect. I had given my declaration. Carry on.
47 squared minus 46 squared.
Yes. At this level of competition, all these contestants know exactly how I do my ruling, okay? The standard ruling is what you hear me saying, incorrect, no, what else? Sometimes I get surprised and give you some expletive, right? But that is at the end of a process. So for example, sometimes I give my ruling, I shake my head, I make a face no, before I say no. These contestants are observing me, and they are able to pick up on this. Now, wait. At this level, they all know this. Nobody can claim not to know this. However, in the future, this is what we can do. We can say, you will wait for me to speak. We can do that in the future, but for now, what persists is that they saw me shake my head. The thing is, when you start ringing, when a school is ringing, another school cannot ring until they remove their finger from the bell. So they see me shaking my head and ring. In my mind, I have already given the ruling by that action. So in the future, we can agree that I'll sit here, shake my head for a minute, and then finally give a ruling of no. That one is fine. I can easily do that. For now, I use my best discretion in agreeing to decide on who to give the point to. Not upheld. All right. At the end of the first round, here are the scores. Swedru Secondary School has 13 points. Mfantsipim School has 29 points. Prempeh College has 30 points. Round 2. This round is the Prudential Life Speed Race. The speed race is sponsored by Prudential Life Insurance Ghana for every life, for every future. In this round, I'm going to be presenting the questions to you all at the same time. For an opportunity to answer a question, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell? Mfantsipim School. Thank you. Prempeh College. Thank you. Swedru. Thank you. All right. If you ring and answer correctly and it's the first attempt at the question, 3 points. If it's the second attempt, 2 points. And if it's the third attempt, 1 point. However, you must know that if you attempt to answer a question and you are unable to do so, or it's incorrect, you lose a precious point. Okay. From the time you attempt to answer a question, after ringing for it, you have 3 seconds to present your answer. Please do not start by repeating the question. Do not start by telling me, Madam. Yes, I am Madam. Do not start by telling me we have, and any other elongated way of giving the answer. Go straight to the point and give the answer. If you hear the bell, may I hear the bell, please? That means you have exhausted your 3 seconds, and whatever you are saying at that time is the answer that you have, which most likely is a wrong answer, fetching you a penalty point. I hope we are clear. For questions that require calculations, you have the usual 30 seconds, and if there are no calculations, you have the 10 seconds in which to start answering. All right. Best wishes to all 3 schools. First set of questions, 30 seconds each. First one. A coin is biased such that it is twice as likely to show a head as a tail when tossed. This coin is tossed twice. Find the probability of obtaining 2 heads or 2 tails. Yes, David?
5/9.
You are right. Next one. The curve y is equal to ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d has slope 5 at the point A with coordinates 0, -3. Find the value of C and the value of D. David?
Okay. C is equal to 5, and D is equal to -3.
You are right. Next one. Solve the equation. Sine of theta minus square root of 3 multiplying cosine of theta is equal to 0 for theta values in the interval 0 less than theta less than 2 pi. Yes. Jeffrey.
Theta is equal to pi on 3 radians.
Okay, carry on.
Pi on 3 radians, or theta is equal to 5 pi on 3 radians.
Yes, carry on.
Theta is equal to pi over 6 radians.
That's incorrect. All right. So theta is equal to pi over 3 or 4 pi over 3. Next one, 10 seconds. Rank in increasing order of electrical resistivity: aluminium, copper, iron, sulfur, titanium. All right, the right order is copper, aluminium, iron, titanium, and sulfur. Next one, 30 seconds. A compound microscope with an objective lens of focal length 20.0 millimeter and an eyepiece of focal length 5.0 centimeter is used by a student whose near point is 25 centimeters. Find the magnification of the microscope if the distance between the lenses is 18 centimeters. Yes, Jeffrey.
Madam, so it is negative 4.5.
Yes, Isaac.
Okay, so the image is magnified 4.50 times. That is, the magnification is negative 4.50.
You can't be telling me multiple things. What was your answer?
The image is magnified 4.50 times. That is, the image is 4.50 times larger as... Yes, I said negative, but... And then...
I'm not accepting this. Next one, 30 seconds.
Go on, look up, don't worry.
What was your answer?
So coming again, I said the image is magnified 4.50 times. And then the magnification has a value of negative 4.50. That's the magnification, negative 4.50.
I was asking you for one thing. See, this is speed race. It's speed race. I asked for magnification. You give me the answer straight off. I'm moving on. Okay, find the gravitational potential energy of a particle of mass 2.0 times 10 raised to the power 4 kilogram and a particle of mass 3.0 times 10 raised to the power 4 kilogram separated by 5.0 meters. Yes, Jeffrey.
Negative 8.0 by 10 to the power negative 3 joules.
Okay. Thirty seconds. A chemical plant produces ammonia using the Haber process. If the plant consumes 2,100 meter cubed of hydrogen gas at standard temperature and pressure, what volume of ammonia? Yes. Yes, David.
1,400 meter cubed.
Yes. Next one. During a titration to determine purity, a tablet of acetyl salicylic acid, C9H8O4, popularly called aspirin, reacts with sodium hydroxide. If 11 centimeter cubed of 0.050 mole per decimeter cubed NaOH is used to achieve complete neutralization, calculate the mass in milligram of aspirin in the tablet. Jeffrey.
99 milligrams.
Yes. Assuming complete combustion, what mass of barium oxide is formed when 5.48 grams of barium reacts with excess oxygen in a sealed container? Please take the atomic mass for barium to be 137 grams per mole. Yes, Isaac.
So we have 3.06 grams.
That's incorrect. You rang. Yes, Malik.
6.12 grams.
Yes. Last set, 10 seconds each. First one. Arrange the following to indicate the sequence in which electrons travel downhill during aerobic respiration. Oxygen, NADH, electron transport chain, food. Isaac?
So we have food, NADH, electron transport chain, and O2.
Yes. Next one. Two organisms, A and B, share some common features but can't breed with one another. What can one infer about how they are classified? Yes, Malik.
Okay, so they are organisms which may be in the same genus, but then they are of different species. As a result, they cannot interbreed.
No. All right, so they belong to the same family, but different genera and species. Last one for the round. When humans eat banana fruits, they normally peel off the outside layer before eating what is within. Name the fruit layer of the banana that is peeled off. All right, anyone? You've been enjoying bananas every day, banana here, banana. You are peeling. and you don't bother to find out the name of the layer you are peeling off. Okay, so that layer is the exocarp. Exocarp. So next time you are eating the banana, you say, okay, I'm going to peel off the exocarp. That's the end of the second round. I asked for magnification. What is the magnification? That is not the time to tell me the magnitude of the magnification is this before going on to say magnification. This is speed race. If it were round one, maybe I would think of some of these things and give you your point. However, this is speed race. Give it once, go straight to the point. Don't be explaining. In fact, the bell could have gone while they were seriously telling me about magnitude of magnification. Please, this protest is not upheld. The negative value is the right answer. I asked for magnification. There was no need for explanation in that question. Just give me the value and let's move on. You refuse to do that. No, not upheld. All right. At the end of the second round, Swedru Secondary School has 13 points. Prempeh College has 35 points. Mfantsipim School has 38 points. Now, before we move on to round 3, Mfantsipim School would like to effect a substitution. David, it's been a pleasure having you. All the best. And now we have Peter coming in. You are welcome.
Just even up.
All right, so round 3. In this round, we have the problem of the day. The problem of the day is a single question to all 3 schools. From the time I ask you to begin, you will have 4 minutes to present your answer on the screens behind you. The problem of the day is worth 10 points. Contestants, you may rise. Please drop your pens. And now you may pick up the sheets and let's read. We are only reading at this stage. Let's read the problem of the day together. Problem of the day. Describe the genetic code and explain how it is read. Read in quotation marks. Contestants, this is your problem of the day. You may begin. Please stop writing and resume your seats. The genetic code consists of the sequence of nitrogen bases in a polynucleotide chain of DNA or RNA. So these nitrogen bases are represented by A, G, C, T, or U, right? Okay. The 4 bases make up the letters in quotation marks of the code. The letters are combined in groups of 3 to form words called codons. There are 64 possible codons, and each codon codes for one amino acid or for a start or stop signal. The codon AUG is the start codon that establishes the reading frame of the code. After the AUG start codon, the next 3 bases are read as the second codon. The following 3 bases after that are read as the third codon, and so on. The sequence of bases is read codon by codon until a stop codon is reached. Now, the stop codons, there are several of them, actually 3 of them. So we have UAG, UGA, and UAA. These are all stop codons. Okay, so the mark allocation, you see that if you were following me, I had 8 different steps. First of all, first one to say what the genetic code is, and the rest, the systematic process of reading the genetic code, right? Each of them is worth 1 point, with the exception of the details on the start codon. And if you're able to give me the sequence of nucleotides for the start codon, you got an extra point there, and then the last was the stop codon. If you gave me any one of them, you would have had an extra point to make a total of 10 points. So this was the expected answer to this problem of the day. Now let's find out about our contestants. Swedru Secondary School. I'm being extremely generous. I'm going to give you 1 point for your description of the genetic code. You spend much of your time talking about the characteristics of the genetic code rather than describing what the genetic code actually looks like, right? But I'm still giving you the 1 point. And in fact, the rest of the things, you see that your answer has nothing really to do with the things that I have here. So 1 out of 10. Prempeh College. Even your description of the genetic code was problematic. You start by saying that the code did not even show up. So the genetic is a nucleotide sequence of amino acids. Really? No. So then you go on to give characteristics of the genetic code. That's not what I asked for. I asked for a description of the genetic code, not what its characteristics are, right? However, you did mention codons. You mentioned codons, so for just mentioning the codons, I'm giving you 1 point. And that's the end of it. So 1 out of 10. Mfantsipim School, you know I'm being generous here, but I will give you a point for the description of the genetic code. You do mention the nucleotides, right, that they code for amino acids. So I will give you the 1 point there. Then when it came to the codons, you didn't quite mention codons, but you did mention triplets. As I'm being generous, let me continue my generosity by giving you 1 point for that. And that's about it. You also went on and on about the characteristics of the genetic code, which is not what I asked for at all. And so you have 2 out of 10. That's the end of the problem of the day and the end of round 3.
The National Championship of the 2024 National Science and Maths Quiz this October. Catch all the contests on Joy News, Joy Prime and Joy FM and follow the action across our social media.
Jeffrey, it's been a pleasure. Best wishes to you. And on comes Isaac. You are welcome, Isaac. Please settle down quickly so that we can begin. Round 4. This is the Jupe true or false round. At stake in the round is the Jupe money transfer $20 promo. During this National Science and Math Quiz season, whenever alumni abroad send money to Ghana using their school's exclusive promo code, Jupe rewards the school with $20 for developmental projects in the school. For this particular contest, Swedru Secondary School's promo code is SWESCO. Mfantsipim School is Boche, and Prempeh College is Prempeh. So over to you, alumni. The true or false round is proudly sponsored by Jupe Money Transfer. Meet a need, send via Jupe. All right, contestants. At this stage of the competition, I'm going to be presenting you with statements. When you receive your statements, please consider the statement very carefully and let me know whether it's true or false. If you are right, 2 points. If you are incorrect, you lose a precious point. You may choose not to respond, in which case that statement is available to the 2 remaining schools. A school may ring and attempt an answer. If right, 2 full points. If not, there's that penalty. Best wishes to all 3 schools. Mfantsipim School. The enthalpy of atomization of a molecule is always positive. Peter?
It's true.
Yes. Prempeh College. The enthalpy of atomization is generally low for a molecule with a high bond order. Yes, Isaac?
It's false.
Yes. For a diatomic molecule, the enthalpy of atomization is the same as the bond dissociation energy. Nema?
False.
No, it's a true statement. Mfantsipim School. Pure sulfur is found in the atmosphere and can re-enter the soil through rainfall. Peter?
It's true.
No, that's a false statement. Humans release sulfur into the atmosphere by burning fossil fuels. Isaac?
It's true.
Yes. Swedru, some organisms can utilize sulfur from the environment. Yes, Eric?
It's true.
Yes. All All right, for this next set, I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. If f of x is equal to v over u, then, okay, one more time. If f of x is equal to v over u, then, Mfantsipim School, df dx is equal to u multiplying dv dx minus v multiplying du dx all over v squared. Peter?
False.
Yes. With the same preamble, df ds x is equal to 1 over u multiplying dv dx minus v over u squared multiplying du dx. Yes, Isaac?
It's false.
No. It's a true statement. Swedru with the same preamble. df dx is equal to the expression u multiplying dv dx minus v multiplying du dx, this expression all over u squared. Yes, Eric?
It's a true statement.
It is. For the next set, I have a preamble to all schools. Preamble. A circular loop lying in the xy plane and centered on the origin carries a current that flows counterclockwise as viewed downward. Did you get the preamble? One more time. A circular loop lying in the xy plane and centered on the origin carries a current that flows counterclockwise as viewed downward. All right, so now Mfantsipim School. The magnetic flux density generated by the loop at a point on the positive z-axis is directed in the positive z direction. Peter?
It's false.
No, that's a true statement. With the same preamble, the magnetic flux density generated by the loop at a point on the negative z-axis is directed in the negative z direction. Yes, Isaac?
It's false.
Yes. With the same preamble, the magnetic flux density generated by the loop at the origin is 0. Eric?
It's false.
Yes. Mfantsipim School. The presence of a common ion in solution always decreases the solubility of a sparingly soluble salt. Peter?
It's true.
Yes. The solubility of all sparingly soluble salts is affected by pH of the solution. Isaac?
Okay, so it's a true statement.
No, it's not. The solubility of a sparingly soluble salt decreases with increasing ionic strength of the solution. Eric?
It's a true statement.
Yes. animal species, including sea stars and sea anemones, are capable of asexual reproduction? Peter?
True.
Yes. The most common forms of asexual reproduction for stationary aquatic animals are budding and fragmentation. Isaac?
True.
Yes. In animals, the zygote progresses through a series of developmental stages during which secondary germ layers are established and reorganized to form an embryo. Eric?
It's a false statement.
Yes. A short preamble to all schools. X is a real number, that's all. X is a real number. All right, so in Mfantsipim School, if X is non-negative, then X is greater than 0. Yes, Peter?
False.
Yes. With the same preamble, if X is positive, then X is greater than or equal to 0. Isaac?
It's false.
Yes. With the same preamble, if X is negative, then X is less than or equal to 0.
False statement.
Yes. Last set of statements for the round. Last set for the round. Mfantsipim School. The fissile uranium-235 isotope is only a small fraction of naturally occurring uranium ore. Peter?
True.
Yes. Global inland uranium resources are limited. Isaac?
It's true.
Yes. Last statement. Seawater contains small amounts of uranium. Eric?
It's false.
No, it's a true statement. And on that note, we come to the end of round 4. Riddle, you get 500 Ghana cedis. So please try hard to solve these riddles. Okay. All right. So we are going to be solving riddles. I'm going to be reading out the clues. When you are ready to solve a riddle, you must ring for it. May I hear your bell in Mfantsipim School? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you solve the riddle on the first attempt, 5 points. Well, at the first clue, 5 points. If you solve it on the second clue, 4 points. And if you solve it on the third or any clue thereafter, 3 points. I hope it's clear. When you ring, you must be ready. Go straight to the answer. Don't explain things. Don't do anything like that. Just straight to the answer, please. All right. First riddle. I am a term that is frequently encountered in biology and chemistry, but with completely different meanings. To the biologist, I am one of the hard structures found exclusively in all vertebrates. To the chemist, I am a unit of concentration. I am also, yes, Peter?
Molar.
You are right. Reading the fourth clue. 3 points. Next one. I am an inorganic acid. I am a strong dehydrating agent. I am often referred to as the king of chemicals. Yes, Isaac.
So we have H2SO4. That is.
No. I continue. Due to my extensive industrial applications, I am implicated in acid rain. I am an electrolyte used in car batteries. Yes, Peter?
Dilute tetraoxosulfate 6 acid.
I'm not accepting it. I have the chemical formula H2SO4. Who am I? Yes, Neema.
Tetraoxosulfate 6 acid.
Yes. It doesn't have to be dilute. And I was not asking for the formula. All right. Next one. I am a physical quantity. I am a time rate of change. I am associated with rotational motion. Yes, Isaac?
So you are angular velocity.
No. I yield linear speed when multiplied by distance to axis of rotation. I am the magnitude.
It is torque.
Oh.
Angular speed.
Yes, angular speed. I read all the clues, 3 points. Last riddle. Last riddle. I am a transformation in the plane. I am defined with reference to a point or a line. Yes.
Reflection.
Again?
Reflection.
You're right. I was reading the second clue, 4 points. at the end of the 5th round. Swedru Sec. Mfantsipim School has 53 points. We need to break the tie. At this stage of competition, we break our ties on a sudden death basis. I am going to be asking Swedru Secondary School, thank you, you stay out of this one for us. So consider this some kind of a speed race, right? I will ask the question. You may ring and answer. First school to answer correctly has the tie broken in their favor. Let me put it that way, okay? Audience, I need you to support us. This is a very stressful situation. I really dislike tie breaks, but we have to do it, okay? So I'm asking a single question. Okay, you may test out your bells. Okay, this is the question. What is the oxidation state of iron in hemoglobin? Yes, Isaac?
+2.
You are right.